How's it going, everybody? Michael Kelly here for Esports alongside 100 Thieves Mid Laner Damonte, fresh off an incredible Week 1, Day 1 win over Evil Geniuses. Damonte, I have to know, after marathon games like this, what does it take to just kind of stay focused and move on to the next one?
I what a game for sure. I mean, to move on to the next one, I don't know. It's pretty easy. I feel like once you're done with a game like that, you're like kind of relieved in a way, especially when you win. You're like, God damn it, that was a banger. But at least we got the dub. I don't think, yeah, just gotta move forward. It feels fine to win.
No, yeah, for sure. I mean, it definitely does. And EG is a team that you're going to be kind of faced up against a lot. I mean, obviously, you face every team in the league 5 times this year. The new round robin rules are crazy. But EG is a team in particular that a lot of analysts and fans alike are stacking you up one by one to. You kind of have that top tier of the league, which is TLC9, and then you have the 100 Thieves EG tier, which is right there, but these two teams are neck and neck. How do you kind of plan on leapfrogging them and jumping into that next tier of teams throughout the year?
I mean, in my eyes, EG are not even on the same level as us. I think just because we didn't really play those. We're playing an entirely new playstyle in this game, and I think a lot of people don't really know this is like, oh, Damonte's gonna go on Oriana, and Damonte's gonna like not have lane power early, and we have to play team fights well. But when I just think about our two teams like 1-to-1, I think we're just way better than them, and I would rather. I just think people should put a different team in front of them. Honestly.
No, yeah, I mean, you guys have proven. I mean, last week at the lock-in semifinals, you were this close to making the final round, and you've shown, even early on here in the year, you've shown you can kind of hang with the big dogs. So I want to know, really, forget EG. What's it going to take to hold a candle to TL C9 throughout the rest of the year? How can you maintain the fact that, hey, we're right there with these guys? What's it going to take to prove that?
Well, I think we've already shown that we're right up there with TL and C9. We've won games versus both of them already. Whether I mean it's in the lock-in, but I still think that counts. But I think it's really just about the day-to-day for us. I think us as a team, we're a lot younger than the players on Team Liquid and C9. I feel like we haven't really actually been playing professionally as long as them. So I think that gives us an advantage, as in maybe you haven't seen the ceiling of all of us yet. So I think, like I said, it's really important that we just keep taking the day by day really seriously. And by the end of the year, I think we should be better than those teams, if not just on the same level as them, and having like really, really good playoff series versus them.
No, I agree. I think that youth and that bounce and that pep in your step attitude is what makes your team so special. I mean, bringing over 4/5 of last year's roster and just essentially swapping jerseys was a huge boon to your guys' development. I want to know from your perspective, though, what did it mean to keep that gang together? What does it mean for your guys' synergy, your chemistry, and your progress as a team?
Man, I think keeping the four players from Golden Guardians together was so sick. I think every offseason you see teams just blow up and rebuild rosters from scratch, and you normally don't even play with one of the same players, if usually, unless your team does pretty well and everyone doesn't want to change it, right? But it's like unprecedented that we're all together still. And I think one thing that helps it a lot is the fact that we're in such a different environment than we were on Golden Guardians. I feel like 100 Thieves invest a lot more into us than Golden Guardians did. Not knocking down on Golden Guardians or anything, right? I think 100 Thieves just take it to another level compared to most of the other teams in LCS, not even just Golden Guardians, right? So it feels like all five of us know now that there are zero excuses for us to not perform.
Exactly. And I mean, now that you guys have kind of had the time to mesh, and obviously you're still developing and growing together as a unit, but you've shown you can put your cards on the table and succeed. I mean, last year you had that crazy series against TSM, and even this year you're already having some pretty solid results against some big name teams, like you said. I want to know in the long term, though, because right now these early season results that they're great and whatnot, but let's keep our eye on the prize here. This is about the long, winding road to the World Championship. It's a long season, 45 games down the road. How do you kind of keep your eyes set on that long term goal?
Yeah, like I said, it's really just about the day to day. Every day is a new day to start fresh, right? And today it happened to be the first day of the season, and that kind of marks the beginning of the journey, right? I think, like you said, a good way to put it is that there's 45 matches, and this was only one of them. So obviously, we're not going to just be so excited, so happy. Oh yeah, we beat someone on the first game of the year. You know, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. And yeah, if we just keep thinking about it that way, I think it'll be really good.
Exactly, day-to-day basis, and before you know it, it'll be late August, and you'll be fighting for an LCS title for sure. Well, I'll tell you what, Damonte, I really hope to see you there. I hope to see you in the end game, and potentially even, dare I say, on the international stage with this squad. You guys have shown that you can probably take it to that level for sure. So
That's the goal.
definitely, man. Well, I want to thank you for your time for sure, and take care. And I'll see you back on stage tomorrow.
Cool. Thank you.
All right, boss.